Hey friend, John MacLennan here, and in this video you're going to learn how to play Miss You as recorded by the Rolling Stones on guitar. Now this song has an awesome, funky, almost disco type of feel to it. I'm going to show you how to play the whole thing. So it's two sections. It's what I call a main progression and then a bridge. We're going to use some jazzier kind of seventh chords and some funky rhythms. I'm going to break it down for you step by step, but real quick before we dive in, if you're new to the channel and you haven't downloaded my fretboard guide yet, you're going to want to grab this first at the first link down below. And this is going to show you the 5 chords and scales that I use to map out the entire fretboard. And I used to look down at the guitar neck and feel so much more confused until I understood this simple system that shows you how to put it all together in one key anywhere on the neck. And I want to give it to you completely for free. Just go to johnmaclennan.com/fretboard guide, or you can click the first link down below to grab your copy. All right, well, hope you enjoy that. And with that said, let's break it down. Let's break down how to play Miss You as recorded by the Rolling Stones on guitar. Now we're going to start off with the main progression. Now this progression uses just 2 chords. Let me play a little bit of rhythm on it and then we'll break it down. Here's what it sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're just going back and forth between 2 chords here, and I want to show you some great shapes that will work for this song. The first one is an A minor 7. And this looks like a typical bar chord at the 5th fret. But what we're going to do, a typical minor bar chord, what we're going to do is take the pinky off. So it's going to go like this. 5, then 7, then 5, 5, 5, 5. So I'm using my index finger to bar there and then putting the ring finger on the 5th string at the 7th fret. Now you may also notice that I double stack. So I've got like my index going down here and then I put my other fingers sometimes on top of it just to have a little extra strength there. So that's my A minor 7 chord. Now each chord is going to last 2 bars. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to switch to what we call the 4 chord. This is a D minor 7 shape. And this is a great chord here. I'm playing from the 5th string down on this one. That note is D there, that's the root note. We're gonna play 5, then 7. So we just like kind of shifted this down. Then 5 on the 3rd string, 6. So I'm using my middle finger there on the 2nd string. And then I'm grabbing 5 on the 1st string as well with that index finger bar. Then from there, we're going to add our pinky to the 8th fret of the 1st string. Now you could play this chord without that pinky on if that's too hard and you can just bar there. But I like the sound of this, getting that note C on top. So we've got an A minor 7 shifting to a D minor 7 like this. So those are the 2 chords. Now what I would recommend doing is just playing along with the recording and strumming once per bar. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, then change 2, 3, 4. Already, you know, it's starting to capture the vibe of that progression. 2, 3, and the sound of the song. Then from there, what you can do is start to add some funkier rhythms to it. So let me give you just a basic starting point that you can use for a strumming pattern. Here's what I would play. So what I'm doing is I'm strumming down on the first beat, and this groove is very 16th note based. So we're going to be splitting up the beats into 4 parts. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. That's kind of the groove. It's got a funky feel to it. So we're going to play on that first beat, and then we're going to hit the last 16th note of beat 1 with an upstroke like this. 1 E and a, 1 E and a, ba ba. After that quick upstrum, we're going to rest. So 1 E and a 2, resting on beat 2. Then we're going to play again a downstrum on the and of 2, like this. 1 E and a 2 and. Then we'll just let it ring for the rest of the measure. 1 E and a 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 and 3 and 4. And just stay on that first chord. 1 E and a 2 and 3, or down, up, down, down, up, down. So if we put that with the changes, so it's going to go twice on each chord, that would sound like this. 3, 4. Change chords. And back. Then on top of that, you could hear this. Or you could take the melody up like this. And that's just a simple pentatonic line, this classic hook to this song. The melody there is just using a couple notes of the pentatonic. Let me break it down for you. Start on the 2nd string, 8th fret, and play 8, 10. Okay, then from there we're going to shift to the 1st string and do a hammer from 8 to 10. Then we'll come back to 8. Then we'll play 10, pull off to 8, and then back to 10. So. That's the melody there. G, these are the notes. G, A, C, hammer to D, C, A, G, A. Then we're gonna go, that's a little variation at the end. That's 8, 10, 8 on the 1st string, and back to 10 on the 2nd string. So from there, there's only one other section, and this is the B section. It comes in later in the song. Sometimes people might call it the bridge. Here's what I would play there. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have that little breakdown section there. So let me show you these chords. I went up to an F shape here, and this is like a chord I used from Cage, the Cage system. If you're familiar with those chord shapes, this is like a C shape here, basically up with a root on the 8th fret. So let me break it down for you. Starting on the 5th string, I'm playing 8, 7, 5, 6, 5. Now you could just play an F bar chord like that if that's easier, but I like this sound. I think this sounds really good in the song. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go to E minor 7, which is just starting on the 5th string. 7, 9, 7, 8, 7. Then we bring that down 2 frets. Now what I do here is Keith sometimes would like slide into chords and get this cool sound. You know, that's a really cool sound. So you start 1 fret below and then you slide up. And just back and forth. So. Then it goes again. F, E minor 7, D minor. Then the second time you go to an E7, you can go. That looks like another C chord here, but this time I've made it a dominant 7. So from the 5th string down, 7, 6, 7, 5. Now here I go with the vocal. I go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Ba 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 ba. So I'm just strumming downs there. And then from there you could go another little pentatonic lick. 7, 5, 7, and then 7 on the 4th string. So take your time with those 2 sections. Remember to start just going along with the recording and kind of marking out the chords and just get the changes. Then add more of the funky rhythms as you feel more comfortable with the progression. And to help you even more, be sure to pick up my fretboard guide at the first link down below. And this is going to show you my simple system for mapping out the entire fretboard. And I used to look down at the neck when it came to chords and soloing and feel so much more confused until I understood how to put it together in this way. And I want to give it to you completely for free. Just go to johnmclennan.com/fretboard guide. It's just a 1-page PDF that you can print out and keep on your music stand or on your desktop, and it's going to help you so much in your guitar playing. So grab your copy again at the first link down below. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in another one real soon.